Hello, and welcome to Afternoon.
We've been drinking, so welcome to Nautical Nonsense in the Afternoon with
Sarah
and Erica. And today's podcast is brought to you by Coors Light. We've had a couple of these. Today we're going to start out with, we're going to say thank you to our listeners, preferably our family and our mothers that listen. Thank you for listening to our podcast.
And siblings.
And siblings. Siblings, you are amazing. So today we're going to start out with our survival tip.
If we live in California, Erica, I do believe
on the San Andreas Fault, I know that.
And I know everybody always thinks, like, if the earthquake ever happens, the big one. What are you going to do? Stand in your doorway. It will kill you.
Well, dude, I heard that the door can, like, because it's shaking, it'll slam on your fingers.
It will. It'll slam your fingers and probably your face.
Yes.
So don't do that. You actually want to look for the best support beam in your house and stand underneath that.
What would be the best support beam?
I don't know, the main support beam. If you live in a 2-story, probably right underneath your stairs. If you live in a 1-story,
you're fucked.
No.
Have plenty of water when you're dead.
Somewhere in the front room, or maybe like your kitchen doorway or something. See, that's a good one.
So the thickest door.
You want like the biggest door. If you want to survive a large earthquake, you should put yourself in a position where a triangle would protect you. So like you'd roll off your bed and right next to it would create a triangle and that would support you.
I've heard of that.
You heard that?
I've heard of that.
Okay,
triangle
I should
theory.
say that the Red Cross doesn't actually support it. It hasn't been proven in America, and it's actually for shelters and places in third world countries who don't have buildings as great as well maintained.
Well, shit, third world countries have like higher populations than we do. We should probably take a thing or two from them.
So I mean, like, actually, a lot of the people in the World Trade Center found in triangles.
Really, I did not know that.
Collapsed stairwells and stuff. Yeah. And in Haiti, actually, recently.
That makes sense. I love our personal space here in America, and especially
personal bubble.
Yes, you don't want to. Okay, if you spread your arms out and you go in a circle, that is your personal space bubble. And I've had actually a friend that I witnessed have a very awkward moment.
What?
Well, we were in Oceanside, and we got on an elevator. And it was me, my husband, this guy, his wife, and our 3 children combined. So we get on the 2nd floor, and this guy walks in with his kid and stands, like, ass close to my friend Jason. And seriously, it's like if I backed into you and you could, like, breathe on my neck.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, so I noticed this right away because I'm very observant. And I'm like, babe, look at this guy. Like, he could butt fuck my friend. And we look at our friend Jason, and he looks so uncomfortable. He's like, he has the look of, oh my fucking shit in his face. Like, oh my god, what'd I do? Oh my god, what'd I do? And he's like so nervous, like he's paralyzed.
That's funny, because there's usually an unwritten rule in elevators that you're not supposed to stand close to anybody else. Like, if you ever go in an elevator with another person in it, you stand on opposite sides of the car.
Exactly!
Or, and you never look each other in the eye, either. That's just kind of creepy.
Yes, and it's funny.
So it's weird that he did that.
Yes.
Is he German or something?
I don't know, but there was room where he could have stood on the other side, like you said, and we would have been fine. We would have all fit, and his kid could have been in the middle, like fucking breakdancing. I swear to God. But Jason was so uncomfortable, I felt bad for him, because he was like smiling, and then like, oh my god, smiling, and then oh my god, and then it was so sad. So you think about, like, and then we told him, okay, so we told him when we were done, and I'm like, Jason, what happened? And he's like, I don't know. So I was like, dude, you should have blown out that guy's neck. That's how
I would have.
Exactly.
I would have. People in line do that sometimes too, and it's really creepy because you're like punching in your PIN code or your like whatever information, and they're like standing there over your shoulder looking at you,
and you hear them like,
or the people at the grocery store who look at your screen as you're ringing up.
Yes.
That's always bugged me.
What if I had an EBT card? I did not want you to know I had an EBT card. So, personal space issues, please, people, back the fuck up.
Exactly. And you know what? If you have funny ones, go ahead and write us in, because I think I'll share them next week.
Yes.
I think that'd be funny.
Please write in with your personal space issues.
Erica, have you seen that show on TLC of those little kids going to pageants?
Oh my god, I hate them. I really do.
Toddlers and Tiaras?
Yes.
I started watching it probably 2 years ago. I've always thought it fascinating, because remember when JonBenet Ramsey was killed? Or was she actually killed? Or
she was murdered.
They found her body then?
She was murdered. They found her body, she was murdered.
Yeah.
Sorry, JonBenet.
Earth's family.
Yes. But no, you're right. I found a fascination with that because she was only 6 and they showed pictures of her.
Full makeup.
And she looked like she was 26.
Yeah. And while watching the show, I've seen documentaries since then. That aren't included with the actual show on TLC. But they have kids who, I mean, they put like dentures in, so they have full sets of teeth. They put wigs on them and like extensions. They get their nails done. They get tanned. You're talking about 3, 4, and 5-year-olds.
Yes, and
I always
makeup.
found that really creepy. Really odd.
Really creepy. Not only that, I mean, I have girls. I would never do that, but it's the attitude these kids have.
I know. Growing up, I never would either.
I would never talk back to my mom like, I don't like this wig. You know what I mean?
Well, you know, at the same time, those parents are pushing them to do some weird stuff.
Yeah.
Smile, smile, twirl, twirl, whatever.
And they're doing the, what do they call it? Choreography.
Oh yeah,
with the kids.
That's crazy. And you're talking kids who can speak. They have no teeth, so they can't really speak well. Where they have those dentures put in, so they have like lisp.
Yes. And it's really sad because these moms are all okay. I'm heavy. I know I'm heavy. I'm a little overweight. I may not be a beauty queen.
We both are, hun. Don't worry.
Yeah. These moms are some trailer trash queens.
Actually, I saw an episode probably a couple years ago where the mom wasn't really. It was like the first pageant they've ever went in, and the mom wanted to make the costumes instead of buying it because they spend thousands of dollars on these.
$3,000 for one costume.
And this mom made them, and the girl was like. People were like looking at her and going like, "Ew, why didn't you just go to this person and like get your
snob,
stuff made?"
huh?
It was snobby as hell. And the kid was cute. I mean, it was a cute kid, and the mom wanted to do it. I don't know why the mom wanted to do it.
Because she was her first year in.
Probably.
She'd never done it.
She said she'd never do it again.
I wouldn't do it.
She was probably like the least well off of all of the parents on that show.
You know what? I've seen that
You need to be rich to do it, though.
You have to be rich, and some of the dads don't condone this. They're like, I don't want my daughter doing this.
Nope.
And I wouldn't either. I mean, Bethel would be like, no. First of all, no, they're children.
No.
Exactly.
They should have a child. They shouldn't have to parade around. I understand, I was in soccer when I was little, and I hated it. I hated every Saturday having to get up and look for my stupid shins and my socks.
Same here for swim. I'm like, where's my bathing suit?
And I hated it, but my mom kept me in it. It's different, though, when you're having them parade around in full makeup, looking like little women. And it's
almost like
little, but it's nasty.
It's almost like little prostitutes.
Honestly, it is.
I'm sorry to all the little beauty queens that do it, but I'm sorry, my daughter needs to wait until she's 13 to wear makeup.
If you're 13 and you want to go in and do pageants, that's fine. You have the self and the knowledge of yourself to say,
motivation.
Yeah, this is what I want. Exactly.
Yeah, not digging toddlers.
Yeah,
not looking toddlers and tiaras, because I just think
they do look like drag queens.
Yes,
too.
they do. Drag queens are a personal favorite of ours.
We actually went to a show on my birthday, which was awesome. At Vibe.
Yeah, well, Vibe or VIP.
Was it VIP?
Interchangeable.
Okay.
And we saw Miss Morgan, who was on RuPaul's Drag Race. She didn't win, but we loved you. You did a good job. Maybe you should have won.
Her show at the club was Her show at the club was really funny too. It was hysterical.
It was really good, and she looked amazing.
She did. She looked really good.
I mean, she would dance.
Awesome outfit, great hair.
Great hair. I loved the hair. Southern hair. Higher the hair.
Yeah.
So she had to wear Jesus. Yeah. Loved drag queens. I was actually we were looking at drag queens today, and I was quite jealous because these little bitches
they have great makeup. They have great makeup sense.
Great
Sometimes
hair.
Great clothes.
And they hand sew them a lot of the times.
They do. They're like their own little tailors.
I wish I was a tailor because I'd be sewing my own shit.
I wish I was too. That'd be awesome.
Because I'm fucking poor. How do these people do it?
Have great tuck jobs too. Have you noticed that?
I want underwear.
Morgan had tight pants when we at that show.
Okay, here's the thing.
Spandex even?
Spandex. She looked like Lady Gaga in her little like fucking poker face video.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. You have such a good tuck job. I want those underwear because I have a camel toe sometimes. And I don't want a camel toe.
No, I've had it too.
Yeah, I have a lot.
It comes with the vagina.
Yes. So, Miss Morgan or any other drag queens out there, please come and show us how to tuck our camel toes in.
I think you're beautiful, all of you. You have great fashion sense.
Yes.
And great makeup.
And I love your... Yeah, they know how to paint. Paint, bitches. And I love your attitudes with other females on the show because you have to be the top bitch.
Hell yeah.
So, our shout out to
we want your wigs, too.
Oh, yes. Yes,
fantastic wigs.
RuPaul's wig, where he's blonde and poofy.
The blonde, the flyaway one, that kind of goes, yeah, that was nice.
To the side. Yes, and RuPaul has a great fashion sense. So we love you, our drag queens, and we'll see you at VIP shortly. Those of you who do not know what Prop 19 is either you're for
or against the legalization of marijuana in California.
And oddly enough, I myself am against it.
I know, and I'm for it, so this is going to be interesting.
So Sarah, tell me why you are for it. And don't tell me it's to pay off California's deficit.
It's not, but you can tax it.
Yes.
People are going to smoke it anyway.
Yes.
Turn around, fool.
Oh, my beer.
And you might as well tax them for using it, I think.
Here's my thing. I watched a documentary, and in Israel, it is used in medicine.
Okay.
Cannabis. But, like you take 200 milligrams of aspirin, you take 200 milligrams of THC.
Okay.
Now, if it was...
In pill form?
Yes. Pill form. Now, if it was... How do I say? If it was dispensed in that method from a pharmacy...
Well, they would be kind of like... They'd be clinics.
Okay, clinics...
It'd be like a clinic setting.
Okay, but...
It's regulated.
No.
You know what's there. You know how much THC is in it.
Smoke as much as you want till you get high. No! You can only take so much aspirin. I know no one's ever...
Oh, so you're against them not being able to tell how much people are getting. Well,
how much THC are you getting?
But depending on the strand that you need or you use, that's how much you would get.
So would they tell me per...
You want a cerebral high, if you want like... By the way, I'm not a smoker, just...
Okay, so per joint, are you getting 500 milligrams of THC? Are you getting a milligram of THC? Is it like
It depends on the
morphine?
strain. It depends on the strain that you have.
No.
Eventually, I think, if this were passed, it would come down to that. I agree with that, too. I think it should be...
Completely monitored. Yes, like Jerusalem.
But it is kind of monitored
or Israel.
this way, too.
Same thing.
If you go in and say, I need a high amount of THC because I'm in a lot of pain... People
HIV or full-blown AIDS or full-blown cancer, yes, they should get it, but people are like, oh, I broke my finger 10 years ago and I can't sleep. They should not get it.
Here's the thing. They're going to buy it anyway.
Yeah.
If they're going to buy it anyway, they might as well pay fucking taxes on it.
Okay, so
and that way the taxes are in the coffers of the state and they can, I don't know, alleviate some of the pangs we're feeling.
I don't know, but I see some of the retards who are in line to buy this shit, and I'm like,
I definitely agree with you. There are people who abuse the system. I personally probably wouldn't buy it. I'm not a smoker. I don't like it. It makes me paranoid.
I mean, I'm all for smoking, but if you do what you do, keep it under wraps. Don't let it interfere with your personal business.
You're not going to be able to do it in public. I think you have to be behind closed doors. Actually, now even because I think it's legal state-wise.
Not federal.
Not federal. It's not going to be legal federal either way.
So the feds are watching people going in and out of this.
Exactly, but they're not going to be able to... Actually, I don't know how that would work, if they would be able to act on it or not.
I don't know, but what about the people with kids that go and get high from this place and then drive home with their kids in the car? I know they're not allowed.
It's just like drinking. It's just like drinking. You have to be 21. You have to have a
What is the
ID.
age for smoking?
18.
18?
But alcohol is 21. So
why is alcohol 21? Alcohol should be...
I think that's stupid too.
Exactly. You can go fight a war at 18, but you can't drink till you're 21.
If you're gonna, actually, I think 18 is still really, you're a baby at 18. I think you're a baby when you're 20. I personally was stupid.
And we're still babies at 25.
Exactly. You have kids full. Shut up.
I'm a baby still. I still rely on my parents.
But I don't know. I think if people are going to do it either way, you should just tax it. Might as well get some money out of it.
True, but you're not changing my viewpoints. But good points. I'm still not for it. This is the end of our show.
Yes.
Thank you for listening as we sit here and drink Coors Light and talk about random nonsense. We want to say Tosh.0, again, I love you. Again, I watch your show religiously. And
I'm so sorry.
Tosh, or as other people call you, Josh. We will convert Sarah, and I will show her your live broadcast. Not even broadcast, his stand-up.
I hope you're funny.
He is funny. Don't talk about my man like that. We have a baby together.
Oh. You should watch out for that paternity suit, sir.
He will better watch out for that. Come on our show. We would love to have you. So far, we have 43 listeners. Yay! Yay! We're almost to 100. Thank you for listening.
Have a good weekend, everybody.